ஹலோ, கேக்குதா? சரி. இல்ல மைக் செக் பண்ணேன். ஹலோ, ஒரு தடவை பேசிடுறேன் மேம் அப்படியே.
Hello, can you hear me?
ஹலோ?
பாக்குற விஷயத்த நம்ம ஏன் அங்க போய் அவங்க கிட்ட இது பண்ணி தலைக்கு மட்டும் பாத்துட்டு வாங்க.
Hi, good afternoon all. I am Dinesh Kumar. Okay, now I am going to take the machine learning with the text classification, some samples, and with the live projects.
Hello,
Now-
Dinesh.
Hi, yes sir.
Kind of hold on. Let me start with some introduction, and then we'll go for the presentation.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Kanna, you just wait a minute.
Okay.
Okay, Paul.
Hello everyone, as we bask in the warmth of this delightful afternoon, I am honored to extend a warm welcome to each of you. Today, we have the privilege of hosting a distinguished individual whose contribution to the realm of software engineering have been nothing short of remarkable. Allow me to introduce our resource person, a seasoned software engineer currently serving at TechEffort Solution Private Limited, with a rich professional experience spanning over 3 years. He is an alumnus of Anna University, having pursued his bachelor's in mechanical engineer, a testament to his diverse skill set and adaptability. What truly set him apart is unparalleled expertise in crafting cutting-edge mobile applications, particularly in React Native and Flutter framework, showcasing a mastery that has earned him the title of Best Mobile Application Developers. His proficiency extends further as his proficient Python programmer, adding depth and versatility to this repertoire. Among his notable achievements is the developing several live projects, each demonstrating is innovating prowess and commitment to excellence. One such project is mobile application for blue-collar job seekers, providing a seamless platform for job hunting and posting opportunities, alongside valuable announcements and posts. In addition, he has left his mark in the realm of software tourism with Katara, a Qatar-based application facilitates event discovery and registration, enriching the experience for both locals and tourists alike. Furthermore, his endeavor in sports technology is evident through the application like Fan Forever and F4E Umpire, catering to badminton enthusiasts with live score updates and umpiring functionality, showcasing his dedication to enhancing user experience across diverse domains. He embodies the spirit of innovation and dedication with his contribution, leaving a lasting impact on the software engineering landscape. We are indeed privileged to him among us today, and I invite you to all engage with him and glean insight from his enriching journey in the realm of technology. Now it's time to welcome our resource person, Mr. Dinesh Kumar M, to take over the session. We welcome you, sir. Now the session is yours.
Yes, Dinesh, you can start with the session.
Okay, sir. Okay, hi all, and I am gonna share my screen. Okay, first of all, I will explain what is machine learning text classification with various classifiers. That text classification with it contains various classification algorithms and what is tokenization, what is vectorization. Okay, okay. First of all, that machine learning text classification have via multiple algorithms. Okay, first of all, in practical usage, we are using text classification in email spam filter. We are all know that in that Gmail have the spam folder. Okay, if you are receiving any message, it will filter that mail is that sender is a person or some computer or the spam filter. Based on the content, it will that based on the content, it will filter the mail into the spam folder. Okay, one minute. In that machine learning algorithm have for the text classification have multiple learning methodologies like supervised learning, semi-supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement. Okay, first of all, what is supervised learning? In this supervised learning means we are training the model with the labeled text. For example, uh, we are preparing the data sets for example, 1 minute. I will show the sample data sets. Okay, this is our one of my project I'm using in one current project. Okay, in this data sets like a CSV format. Okay, it has 3 columns. Okay, first of all, this is the text is the target column. Okay, if I want to split the text with the using 1 minute. I'm passing some text. Okay, if the text has this format means I want to label this text into some technology names. Okay, that's the process in this project. Okay, first of all, we prepare the data sets for this project has like more than lakhs. Okay, we simply pass this target text to this model. Okay, if the trained model, first of all, render this text, and if the text like this format means it is labeled into like this cognito, this is database, like that. We target the text into this label. This is the text classification, one of the sample project. Okay, now I'm going to the other thing. Okay, yes. So basically, supervised learning means we are passing that text with the labeled element. This is called the supervised learning because for example, we passing some line of text. This text means this. For example, in this bag of words, bag of fruits, like that. This is the bag of fruits have some apple, orange, and banana, jackfruit, like that. You are passing this bag of words, the input to this model means the pre-trained model will process this bag of words into result. For example, the pre-trained model, if the shape, for example, this classification have multiple forms. We are text classification, image classification, like that. Image classification also like that means if you're passing the bag of images means to it will classify the images into the shape. For example, apple, the shape like that means this is separate into this classification. That's all. Like the text classification, if the text contains this limiters means it labeled to that element. Okay. Any doubt? Okay. Semi-supervised learning means it contains the mixed of labeled and unlabeled data set for the training to the model. Okay, this is the semi-supervised learning. Mostly we are using the supervised learning for the most accurate model for generation. Unsupervised learning means we are not passing the labeled elements to the data set. For example, we are passing the text to the model means before the process to the model, it has multiple pre-processing elements like tokenization, vectorization, like that. If you pass some sentence means it was passing to some text delimiters. It contains, for example, if the text contained unwanted means it delimits to unwanted, like that. Based on the pattern filtration, if you want to classify the text, this is called unsupervised learning. We won't pass the any labeled thing. That's all. So reinforcement learning. To train the model, for getting the data set from the environment feedback. This is called reinforcement learning. For example, I am training the model to some data sets. After we are getting the process and the result, I'm simply passing the result to retrain the model. Like this is the reinforcement learning. it improves the accuracy of the model. That's all. And the regression analysis is one of the algorithm for the text classification. In the regression classic, this is not using that time. Regression analysis basically used for weather prediction, like that. It's a continuous input value. For the text classification, is not a continuous thing. That's the reason I'm not using in text classification, but it's the one of the algorithm we are using in this machine learning. And another thing, Navy basis classifier is best and better performance. We are getting this algorithm. It's another one, support vector machine. First of all, that machine learning has multiple algorithms. If you get the better precision, better accuracy, you must choose the better algorithm. For example, Navy basis algorithm, support vector machines, and that random forest classifier. So many algorithms are there, but better you want to choose the better algorithm means you get the better result. Otherwise, nothing. This is a type of algorithms. Navy basis, logistic regression, support vector machines, neural network, and the random forest. Okay. We want to test the model precision. It has multiple methods are available in the Python libraries. First of all, we are using the to achieving the machine learning in Python. Have multiple libraries are available, like scikit, TensorFlow, PyTorch, like that. So many libraries are available. In this project, in our project, we are using the scikit to achieve machine learning text classification. Okay, if you to get the precision and the score of the model, it's called F1 score. It gives the score to the model how performing to the current input and the data set. Okay, if you are passing the if you to working if you get the result from the data set means you passing the it has two inputs. One it's a input thing and the another one data set. It has that property to how much training data, how much testing data to the model. Okay, if training data means 0.8 means if testing the input data is 0.2 means that if you are passing that text means the input text means it performs the model from the data set like that. If you want to optimize the text classification algorithm means it's various criteria to improve the algorithm. You want to increase the size of the data set and that vectorization, tokenization things are we are using means it increase the data set quantity and it proportionally gives the performance of the model to get the precise result. Okay, next. Is some disadvantages in this text classification algorithm. So if you are using support vector mechanism, it gives the higher accuracy, but if you passing the large data set means large data set, that time it gives the results. Otherwise, you are not getting that. Based on the data set size, it gives the better precision result. Otherwise, you are getting the precision like 0.5, 0.4 like that. It not gives the accurate result. The data set is higher means it requires a higher physical requirement of devices. It's a neural network capable of learning a complex pattern but may request extensive computational resource. It's the same like these things. You want to getting the high precision of the model means it requires the highest data sets and the highest requirement of physical devices. That's the thing. But you achieving that less data set, less physical device means you are using a random forest classifier. It's a better algorithm for the text classification thing. In our project, we are using that random forest classifier. It gives a better result. This is the random forest classifier. It's like the forest. For example, it's a model algorithm. That model algorithm separate into routes like that, like forest. Okay, if the n number of routes increase, the model training time also increase and the performance also increase. That's the thing. It's a simple one, the random forest. I will show the live project after the PPT. If you want to optimize the machine learning model, it will improve the same thing, performance. It will increase the performance and the accuracy. The better model selection also increase the model performance, because less model training time gives the better result. This technology are using to the social things like mail filtration, fraud detection, or something like that. So many live projects also there for the text classification. Yes. Okay, now I'm gonna tell what is tokenization and vectorization. Before we are passing to the input data to the model, we won't pass the raw text to the model. Before this is a preprocessor for the text. Okay, I'm gonna tell that what is tokenization. First of all, the understanding of tokenization and vectorization in the machine learning. It's first of all, definition of vectorization. This is converting the text into numerical numbers. If you passing the high means it converting the high text to some binary numbers like that before the model processing. And the tokenization, it's a tokenization means it will segmenting the text or sentence to the phrase or words like that. It's a tokenization also have that multiple techniques like TF, IDF, like that term frequency inverse document frequency. If the term how much time repeated into this document, this is called the TF, IDF, and the word embedding also there. So many techniques also available in this tokenization. Okay, we are achieving the tokenization and the vectorization methods from the Python library scikit. Okay, next. It's a tokenization methods also in this machine learning. It's a word based tokenization, character based tokenization, subword tokenization. It's various things to tokenization for this classification. But the word-based tokenization means it's segmenting the word from the paragraph or lines like that. The character-based means it's separating the text into character. The subword means it splits the subword from the text uh, like that. The vectorization technique use 1-hot encoding, TF-IDF, word embedding. The various techniques are also available for text vectorization. So first of all, practical application for the tokenization and vectorization. So sentiment analysis. If you are passing the text to the model means it gives a result based on the text. For example, if the saddest sentiment in this text means it gives the some results like how much sad for this text, how much it gives the sentiment based on the text analysis. We are using that live projects. The sentiment analysis, language translation, text classification. This tokenization and recognition is the best part for the classification analysis. We won't pass the raw text to the model processing. That's is the main thing for the tokenization and the vectorization. Okay, that's all. I'm gonna tell some spam filtration, how we are using. We are also known as the Gmail. In this Gmail, we have the spam folder. Okay, it's same thing. I'm telling before the PPT. It's the same thing. If you're receiving some mail means, first of all, that mail passes to the model. It's a pre-trained model. First of all, read the text content, input header, what's the subject, what is the sender. It will process the all things. Okay, based on if it matches the spam filtration, it simply moves the mail from inbox to spam folder. That's all. It's a sample thing Google used for the text classification in this Gmail. Just so many things, the fraud alertation in this banking ATM. There's something, so many live projects are we are currently using in this text classification. Okay, that's all. Now I'm gonna tell my live project. It's called Flow Hive. It's a Flow Hive. It's a impact analysis for the projects. Okay. Now I'm gonna tell my how I'm implementing the text classification for this project and what is the package I'm using in the Python language, how to train the model, what is data set, how's the data structures like that. Okay, now share the another screen. Okay. First of all, this is the project. I'm using the classification for processing the Java YML file and the Java property file and some other languages property file. I'm processing the input data to passing the model to get the JSON. For example, we know that Postgres URL, what is the Postgres URL, and how's the URL structure. Okay, if the input property file contains the Postgres URL, means it passing the every line we are processing to the input model. Okay, it processes the every line. Okay, if the line contains that input text has like this format, means it will label the to Postgres. Okay, if the SQL text SQL URL passes to the input, means okay, this is this structure like that URL. The model will precise. It will choose. Okay, this is the 1 minute. I will show some text. Okay, this is the Kafka topic. If it's a sample, I trained so many text for the model classification. Okay, it's a sample things. Okay, if the topic like this, means this is a Kafka. Okay, this is the Postgres URL. This is the Oracle DB. This is the Postgres. This is the SQLite. Like that. If the input text like this format, means if the model will process the text into labeled thing. That's all. That's all. It's a text classification. Okay. If you want to generate like that CSV file, means it also have open source AI is also available. Like name like Grittle. Okay. We just explore these things. In the Grittle AI, it's simply a command. Okay, you know that generate a data set for that some text for like technologies. Generate a data set for technology, then generate a data set for some cars. Like that, means it generate a column based data set. Okay, for the first of all, the text classification data has the column based data. Okay, in this data set it has 3 columns. Okay, text, technology, type. Okay, is a text, means this is the target column. Okay, it will process the input text and it will target this text like this format or this format or this format, like that. Okay, the input text like this format, means okay, this is the SQL server. It's a type database, like that. It's a simple thing. The data set have multiple rows, means it will gives the better results. Okay, that's the thing. It has in this project we are a database have 4 lakhs plus rows. Okay. Okay, first of all, how to train a model. Okay, this is the sample code. Okay, I'm using the scikit library for the machine learning project. Okay, first of all, I'm loading the CSV file. Okay, this is a CSV file. I'm already getting that data set from that. If you are manually editing this table or generating the data set from the AI, also is there. It's your thing. Simply load the CSV file. This text is the target column. Technology is the labeled column. Okay. Text. This is the first one. This text, means this is the target column. Okay. It's the input thing. Technology is the labeled column. Okay. If the text like this format, means okay, this is Kafka, like that. If the database URL, means this is the Postgres, like that. X means text, Y means technology. Okay. This is the target column. This is the labeled column. Okay, first of all, I'm getting the train test split method from the scikit library. I'm passing the target column and that labeled column y and the test size. Okay, how how the test size and the train size. If the test size 0.2 means, if I'm passing the input to the model means, it will getting that 0.2 percentage of the data to the test thing. Otherwise 0.8 percentage means also train the model. Okay, it's a TF-IDF vectorization. I'm simply implementing the vectorization for the model data. Okay, this is a preprocessor for the model. Okay, in this line, I am pre-processing that targeting column data to the vectorization. Okay, I'm using the random forest classifier algorithm for the classification model. Okay, I'm simply assigning that classification algorithm model to their variable. It's a simple programming model that it has a trained in this x train means is a target column. The target column passes to the vectorization text. Okay, that vectorization text passes to the input of the model. Okay, and the y train. The train test split has four variables: x train, x test, y train, y test. Okay, the model fit means we just passing that text data to the model preparation. Okay, that's why we are using the model.fit. Okay, it's a x trained vector side and that y trained. Okay, it's a save model. The save model means we just processing that trained data from the data set, and the data set passes to the model means it will generate some pkl. It's a pickle format file. It's a encrypted file. We are not seen in this site. Okay, it generate two file like that. It's a classification model. It's a trained model. Okay, it is a vectorization file. Okay, it will if you are passing the data set to the model means it generate two files. Okay, after we are saving this model, this two files means we simply load these two files using this joblib file. Joblib is also another library. Also, like another library is available. Otherwise, you are using that same scikit method also there. Okay. Now, after first of all, we passing the data set to the model. That model, it will generate some pickle format files. Okay, like classification one file and the vectorization file. Okay, after saving these two files, we just simply load these two files to predict the output. That's all. In this line number 45, 44, 45, I simply load these two files and passing that input data to this model. It will give the accuracy of the model. How much how
It seems that as there are no queries from the participant side, so as the third day comes to a close, we would like to extend our since gratitude to the valued resource person for offering priceless ideas on organizing the technical content, the eminent faculties and researchers for their insightful contributions, and the organizing team for their tireless work. We are grateful that you all are part of the quest for academic achievement and exploration. Let's go into this coming week with a fresh sense of purpose and a shared dedication to education and development. Tomorrow's session will be from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. Thank you. There is a link to the feedback form in the chat window. Please take a moment to provide comments. The responses will be closed by 4:30 p.m. as this also verifies your attendance. Thank you.
Thank you, Dinesh.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
all.
giving the wonderful opportunity.
Nice presentation, Dinesh, and we
Okay.
clearly got what is all about the text classification. I
Yeah,
hope audience also got some information regarding text classification. Maybe they can use it in future.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Hello, ma'am. Hello. Hello, ma'am. Dinesh, sir.